Now, before diving into marketing, let's understand what forms the basis of marketing. What concepts led to development and evolution of marketing? There are three terminologies that are of utmost importance to marketing and marketeers. The first one is needs. So needs is nothing but state of felt deprivation. Deprivation can be in sense of physical deprivation, that is, one is not able to afford for the basic needs of life like food, clothing, shelter. It can be social needs. If one is able to afford for the physical needs, probably the person is not getting enough love and he's not feeling belonging to a particular group or clan. The final one is individual needs. One may find that there is nobody to share their ideas or thoughts with. Sometimes they're not able to express themselves because there is nobody to listen to them. They're not able to communicate with anybody because there is a language barrier. And last but not the least is trying to expand one's horizon by diving into various unexplored or untapped knowledge. So there is a very beautiful explanation of this needs given by a scientist named Abraham Maslow. It's called as Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We'll be talking about this a little later in one of the other videos. Now let's move on to what is wants. Wants is nothing but when you have needs which are directed to a specific object, it becomes a want. Now, this want is shaped up essentially by the culture, by the society that we live in, and the individual personality of the person or the consumer whom we are targeting. Needs, on the other hand, you have to remember, is very individual specific. It is not something that is created by marketers. Now, third important terminology is your demand. Demand is you have a specific product in your mind. You want to be able to buy that product. You want to be able to get that product so that you can satisfy the needs as well as wants. When you want a particular product, it needs to be backed up by your ability to buy that product and willingness to pay for that product. That becomes your demand. So what I mean by that is, I'll give you an example. Suppose I'm living in the countryside and my office is around 40 minutes away from the house. I need a means of transport to get from point A to point B. This is a need. I need something, any mode of transport, be it walk, be it car, be it bus, be it anything. I need something to take me from point A to B. This becomes the need. Now, let's say I need a car to get from point A to B. The bus service in my area is very poor. Now, this need becomes a want when I know what type of car I want to buy to get from point A to point B. Let's say I'm interested in buying a car that is eco-friendly, like Tesla or any other electric car. You have Kia electric car. This is because I care about the environment. I want to contribute in my own way to its conservation. So I have a need. I need a car to get from point A to B. Now I have a car in mind. I want to buy electric car. Then the need becomes a want. And this is essentially shaped up my individual personality because I am an eco-friendly person and I want to be able to contribute to environmental conservation in my own way. Now I can say the need has been shaped up by my individual personality to become a want. Now, when do you call want as a demand? Demand is want for a particular product. In my example, it would be my want or willingness to buy Tesla. Now, suppose I have the ability to buy Tesla. I'm ready to buy. Okay, I have all the means. I can afford Tesla, let's say. There's another important concept that needs to be considered, which is the willingness of the consumer to pay amount and get the said product. I know there are many alternatives in EV. Tesla is definitely the best one. But I will try to do a cost benefit analysis to see whatever amount I'm spending on Tesla, is it worth it? Or should I go for a cheaper EV vehicle? This is called as demand. Now, a marketer's job is to convert needs to wants and finally to demand. And how do marketers understand the needs and wants of consumers? They do it by means of consumer research. They try to understand and analyze data, consumer data that have been generated over years. And they also observe the buying patterns of consumers that they are targeting. Thank you for staying with me through the video. In case you have any queries, please feel free to put them in the comment section and I'll get back at the earliest.